I did not know that I was going to pursue music full time. Coming from Singapore, I was born and raised in Singapore. So were my parents, so were my grandparents. So I'm third gen Singaporean. And I'm the first in my family to pursue music full time. And I've shifted base to Chennai. It's been 14 years. So when I was 23, I was still in a little bit of a limbo. I didn't know if I could sustain as a full-time musician. So I was busy performing in nightclubs and pubs in Singapore. I was also pretty active in the Singaporean television media. I was involved in theatre, doing a lot of drama series. I was acting, singing, and yeah, it was a fun time, but I think I'm having a ball of a time now. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go back to 23. So my dad was a prominent musician. He's the OG Saivi. I'm the duplicate guy. My dad passed away when I was 12, but he was a legendary composer and musician in Singapore. So in Singapore, there are 4 languages. So all of the Tamil national songs some of them were composed by my dad. And he was the leader of the Singapore Broadcasting Corporation. He was the leader of the Indian Orchestra back then. He ran a band called Febra, which is very popular in Singapore. And so my playground was usually the rehearsal venues, and so that's where I grew up. So in terms of foundation, my dad was a big foundation for me. Watching him arrange an entire orchestra with just a flute. He was a flautist. So with the flute, he would write the chords and arrange the entire band. So that was amazing for me to watch. Of course, I didn't know I was going to be a musician. I wanted to be a pilot, though now I fly around. But it was watching my dad and kind of the pressure being the only son. And I had a little, for me, it was, my dad could not do it full time. So I wanted to do music full time because it was his dream to do music all the way. And I think I've made that come true. My grandfather, my mom's dad, was a Ganjira Vidwan. So I think music is on both sides. It's there, and naturally I took the path. Yeah, I felt I outgrew that pond, and I needed an ocean to challenge myself. I'm just happy doing what I do and sharing music with the rest of the world, and I'm happy. I'm happy doing what it is. So there are a few, right? I got to perform, since this concert itself is a tribute to SPB Sir, I got to perform at the Wembley Arena with SPB Sir, which is a dream come true. And I tried something. So after performing at the Wembley Arena, the very next day, I went down to the streets and I busked. So I wanted to see the difference, right? That was a memorable one. I've traveled quite a bit. I enjoy doing shows where it's very acoustic, just me and my guitar. Intimate stuff is what I really enjoy. Yeah, I think I've done quite a bit. There's one show I did in Toronto, which was in Markham Street Festival, I guess, where they closed off 1 kilometer of stretch of a street with carnival kind of a concept, and there were 100,000 people there. So that was like my biggest audience so far. And also performing for the Singapore National Day Parade post-party. I served my national service in the Music and Drama Company, right? So that's where I served my national service, and I got to perform at the 60,000 National Stadium at that time. I guess the big venues, of course, you have that adrenaline pump, but I also love the intimate, like 50-seaters, 100-seater gigs where I get to speak to everyone and really, just connect. So yeah, these are my favorites so far. I'm a little OCD, a little stickler for infrastructure, and being Singaporean, I guess everything is organized. So I like planning my time and knowing what exactly is going to happen. I like surprises, not shocks. So I think that helps me to be on top of things, and it also helps me to be a bit more fluid at the same time. Even though it's structured, I'm okay when things I improvise a lot, musically as well, in life as well. So if things doesn't happen my way, I don't brood. I tend not to. I don't cry over spilled milk, right? I wipe it up and just move forward. So I think that's helped. So I enjoy collaborating. In fact, in Chennai, that's what I do a lot. I collaborate a lot with Harris Jairaj sir. Simbu, the actor Simbu, when he composes, he does not compose without me and Karthik Devaraj, who's another keyboardist. So I enjoy bringing out um, different elements and taking things to a different direction. Not really sticking to the traditional concepts, but trying to break boundaries. And they say think out of the box. For me, I don't think there's a box. There's no box, right? And they say the sky is the limit. The sky is not the limit. So much more, right? So I like to just push boundaries and expand horizons. That's what I enjoy doing. That's how I enjoy collaborating with everyone. So generally, I get called for that. Oh, there's one more. This song I did, Andi Male Neram, from the movie Monster. I got to collaborate with this composer called Justin Prabhakaran, where literally he just played the singer's voice and said, do everything. Like all the chords, all the harmonies, everything was like literally mine. So I like that freedom that I'm given when I'm called to collaborate. There's no reins pulling me back. So I enjoy when I'm given space, creative space. I like the night times. I enjoy the silence when, I also feel thoughts are contagious. So when everyone's awake, my mind gets a little muddled. Musicians are sensitive people, I guess. We feel vibes a lot more. And so when everyone's asleep, right, there's more space and more silence. I thrive in silence. I enjoy peace and quiet. I live right by the ocean in Chennai, so I like the waves and nature. I love nature and animals. I have 3 cats and a dog. And yeah, so the time of the night really brings out a lot of interesting ideas that I would not have. It's not a 9 to 5 gig, right? Yeah, I can't sit at 9 a.m. and say I'm going to finish a song by 5. Nothing would happen 9 to 5, sometimes. But of course, I have also worked in the daytime. It's not that I exclusively work at night, but I enjoy working in the silence at night. It's pretty cliche. Go for your dreams, but I feel that there is no one truth. There's no one path. There is no right way of doing things. There is your way, and if you are true to yourself, and if you truly believe in what you want, it's about manifesting and about affirming what you really want for yourself, and watching it happen with full faith. And I think there's a little story. I'll just share a quick story. I think Rajni said this, Rajni sir. So there was this little mountain with frogs in the bottom, and these frogs, they always try to climb up the mountain. Whenever one frog tried to climb up the mountain, the other frogs would be like, hey, get down, you're going to fall and die. And true enough, they would all fall, right? So one particular frog started climbing and kept going till the very top. And they were all screaming from like, get down, get down, get down. And he reached the top. And they were like, oh my God, how did this frog do it? And when they realized that that frog is actually deaf. So don't listen to what anyone has to say. Just do whatever you want, whatever you feel that is right for yourself, and you will hit whatever pinnacle you're trying to reach. It's all in your hands. So go for it, guys. Don't give up. The plus is I was allowed to be myself completely. Everyone in Chennai embraced me for who I am, whereas in Singapore things are a little more economically driven. One thing I got really tired of being a Singaporean was when I'm asked what I do for a living and I say music, they always, oh, Kenna, what else do you do? What else, And for me, it's an ocean. I can't explore an ocean part-time, right? For example, everyone is okay with a part-time musician performing at their concerts or shows or birthday parties and weddings, whatnot. But would you be okay with a part-time heart surgeon working on your heart? No. So I believe in diving in completely. So Chennai allowed me to do that. It allowed me to be who I am and to live the lifestyle that I live right now, giving good life for my family. If I was a musician in Singapore, I would be stressed, very stressed. Nothing against Singapore. I love Singapore. I mean, I am a Singaporean until now, but it's not for me and my family. That is the plus of moving to Chennai. The minus is the very fact that it's not Singapore. The fact that infrastructurally, first world, third world, growing up in a country where the power doesn't go off, I can drink from the tap. these are things that I miss, and I miss the infrastructure, right? I just miss when things are planned. So yeah, that's the plus and the minus, I guess. Definitely, I want to travel, and I haven't really explored Europe so much. I haven't been to Paris. I'm surprised. I got called once, but it was on the day of my daughter's birthday. I don't miss my daughter's kids' birthdays. So I tried to push the show one day later. That didn't work out, and they never called me back. I haven't been to Paris. I've been yeah, I guess I would love to explore Europe, and I would love to explore a lot of India, actually. There's so much to see in India. I'm very much based in Chennai and Tamil Nadu and everything, so I would love to go around India and see what else there is. And yeah, I would love to check out Antarctica. I know it's out of bounds, but I would love to go to places where extremes. I would like to experience extremes, right? We have one life, and I want to live it fully. So yeah, so I took part in Super Singer season 3, which was in 2011. I went back to just sort out my affairs, and I got back. I got married in 2012, and me and my wife moved to Chennai. And yeah, so my mom was actually very surprised when I said, because once I reached Chennai, I was actually forced to go for the audition in Singapore. I didn't know that I was going to join Super Singer, right? But when it happened, 4 days in Chennai, I called my mom and I was like, I'm not coming back. She's like, what? I thought you didn't want to go, right? But I knew that there was a void that I felt I could fill. And yeah, it was just complete faith in myself and belief in what I could offer to the industry. At that point in time, the reality shows were very different. I was the first guy to dance and perform on stage. I was the first reality show contestant to bring up a guitar and say, no band, just me and my guitar. Stuff that was stigmas back then. So I enjoy, like I said, breaking boundaries and pushing things forward. So my family it took them some time to understand what I was trying to do, because even they didn't know what I was trying to do. No one could figure it out. But yeah, now they know that I belong there. Yeah. So they are happy right now. Not so much earlier, but now they are. Consistency, where you have a consistent paycheck, right? We are all. I come from a very simple family. My mom was a security guard. My dad passed away young, so a single parent, and so it was always get a job and get the paycheck, right? So that was, I guess that would be tough. Also, shifting base, missing out on my close relatives, friends, their milestones. I miss the food in Singapore. I love the Singaporean food, so yeah, those were the sacrifices, but worth it. Oh, I'm living it right now. I don't think 15 years ago, if you told me I'll be doing this, I would have said no way. Yeah, I'm very happy with the way. I think I always say that I've already retired, right? Because I love doing what I do. It doesn't feel like work. I'll be doing this till I'm 90, 100, or however long I live. There's no retirement. So this is the dream, right? To do what you love till you go. Yeah. So I'm enjoying it. To a younger audience, I guess, go for it. Don't let anyone pull you down. Believe in yourself, and it's all about envisioning something clearly in your mind. We live in a day and age where if you can imagine it, you can create it, so yeah, for the younger audience, don't let the norms of society steer you away from your creative ideas. And for the older guys, take a chill pill, guys. It's not so bad. We lived this long, we've made it this far, and anything can happen anytime. I guess just having faith, and there's no rush. I believe we live in a society where everything has to rush. I need this now, I need this, there's no rush. I think everything happens in its own time and place. As long as we feel at peace, I think we can't buy more. When I was younger, I used to look for joy, but now I think peace is more of an endeavor. So yeah, and that comes with chilling. I'm a very chilled out guy, so I think just take it easy. So my firstborn, she lives in Melbourne. So my firstborn, she's in the Victoria College of Music. She's doing really well. My daughter in Chennai, she's taken recently took part in a competition in Malaysia, Asia Pacific Festival of the Arts, and she won first prize for singing. She's 11, you know. So they love music, but for me there's no pressure, right? For me I believe I don't own my kids. They are not mine. They have their own lives to live. So whatever path they choose, I'm with them to support them. Yeah. To be honest, being born and raised in Singapore, and I was we speak English at home. We speak. My friends were mostly Chinese and Malay, I embraced my Indian heritage when I moved to Chennai. So for me, my culture is an amalgamation of all my experiences, mixing with the Chinese, the Malays, the Indians, and then moving to India and seeing that it's a vast difference. And I also understood that as much as in Singapore, hey, I'm an Indian, I'm a Singaporean Indian, I'm an Indian, right? When I reached India, I realized how not much of an Indian I was, because the culture was so different, right? So it took me some time to embrace and to find the middle ground. And yeah, so for me, it's just I'm a huge collage of multicultures and yeah, I'm like a fusion, not confusion. Okay, so I just composed for this film called DNA, which is doing really well. Movie just came out a month ago, and this song was sung by the amazing Shweta Mohan. I composed it, so I'd like to share this one with you guys. பூவிலே யாழிசை கேட்குதேவா தாழாமல் மீளாமல் வீழ்வேனே நான் என்னை பெறவா உனை தரவா இணை தலைவா தாலாட்டவா துளி துளியாய் பொழிந்திடவா நனைந்திடவா நீதான் நீதான் நான் காணும் ஆனந்தம் சாயும் தோளில் சகலமும் சேரும் ஆசை பேசும் ஆயுள் நேசம் யாவுமே இதம் சுகம்